Uh, Ever find yourself questioning why a film captures the hearts of audiences, leaving you scratching your head? As we dive into Sinners, a modern classic that took the cinema world by storm, I invite you to subscribe and hit that like button to keep the good vibes rolling. And after watching the acclaimed horror film from 2025, directed by Ryan Coogler, I found myself intrigued. Initially, I enjoyed its captivating tale of a vampire takeover in a juke joint during the 1930s South. However, I didn't quite share the widespread acclaim. Um, what was I missing? The first time I watched Sinners, I came in expecting a traditional horror movie. As a fan of both horror and Coogler, anticipation ran high. Um, but upon closer inspection, the film uh, defied easy categorization. It certainly weaved horror into its narrative, yet it felt initially like a slow building period drama. Um, the arrival of vampires came later, creating an unexpected tonal shift that caught me off guard. During that first viewing, I was focused on the crime elements and the mesmerizing soundtrack, which overshadowed the supernatural aspects. However, my recent rewatch shifted my perspective entirely. I realized the film masterfully balances those horror and crime elements. Uh, Reflecting on my admiration for vampire films, I expected Sinners to break new ground in the genre. And despite its portrayal of creatures united by a hive mind, I found the second half lacking in originality. Uh, Yet revisiting it forced me to reconsider. Uh, and it's not about the novelty, it's the depth of characters and their journey through their horror. Bose's character. By the second watch, I found a renewed appreciation for its horror elements. Um, those chilling moments weren't just cut and dry. The essence of fear often lies in how familiar concepts are reimagined. The portrayal of Rennick with his sinister charm and emotional depth really stood out. The character connections are pivotal in film sense. My first experience with Sinners left me wanting more depth from the human cast. Although their performances, especially Miles Catton's debut, were strong, I didn't feel the weight of their pain. But during my rewatch, I noticed the layered storytelling, particularly in the relationship between Smoke and Stack, brilliantly portrayed by Michael. One unforgettable scene had Smoke grappling with the loss of his child, encapsulating the film's deeper themes of grief and identity. This time, the sorrows of abandonment hit home. The image of Grace witnessing her husband become part of the horde left a lasting impression. Um, Watching Sinners at home offered clarity that I missed in theaters. I chose to see it in a compact local cinema rather than IMAX, ultimately missing vital visual moments. My home theater screen revealed the dramatic aspect ratios, um, elevating my experience, especially during the intense vampire attack sequences. After multiple views, Sinners firmly holds the title of my second favorite film of the year, just behind Warfare. Each frame offered rewards from the haunting visuals to the enchanting performance of spirits collaborating with uh, Sammy. As we wrap up, it's easy to see how a film can transform upon revisiting. With all these layers unearthed, it's safe to say I went from unsure to utterly enchanted. And in case you need a laugh, why did the vampire get a job? He wanted to improve his stake in the community. Uh, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,